Okay, I'm going to call to order. Today is Monday, May 13th, 2019. This is fiscal year 2020 operating budget hearings with the Metro Budget and Finance Committee and also Metro Council budget hearings. Before us, we have the mayor's office, but before we begin, we would just like to convey our condolences to the Caldwell family. We've definitely, as a city, lost a true public servant. So if we can, just have a moment of silence. Okay, now before us, we have the Chief of Staff, Ms. Emily Pacini. Ms. Pacini, I'll let you do the introductions of your staff, and then you can just walk us through your budget presentation for the committee. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Chair Vercher. Sitting to my left, I have Deputy Chief of Staff Patrick Hamilton. To my right, I have Donna Foster, a budget analyst with the Department of Metro Finance. Also, thank you to the other members of the Budget and Finance Committee and all other members of the council who are here today. Before I begin, and on behalf of Mayor Briley and our entire staff, we extend our deepest condolences to the family of County Trustee Charlie Cardwell. He will be greatly missed. I appreciate the opportunity to talk with you today about the work of the mayor's office. Most of our staff is here in the gallery behind you and off to my right, and I would like to just extend them a big thank you for all of the hard work that they do every day on behalf of the mayor and of the city of Nashville. I'd like to make a few opening comments about Mayor Briley's vision and priorities, and then we'll be happy to answer your questions. If Mayor Briley has one guiding principle, it's this: everyone should be able to participate in Nashville's prosperity. As the mayor said at State of Metro a couple of weeks ago, he wants Nashville to be known as the most equitable city. We want everyone to have a chance to succeed, so we look at everything through an equity lens in the mayor's office. We think about who will benefit from the decisions we make and how they will benefit. We look at what we can do to ensure the people who already live here can thrive, even as thousands of new residents join us in our great city every year. And we believe the resources generated by Nashville's prosperity give us more opportunities to help all residents. So let me talk a bit about the priorities Mayor Briley has staked out to achieve that vision. Education will always be priority number one. We have to have quality public schools to succeed long-term, and that means hiring great principals and teachers and changing the culture so that the success stories we can see can be replicated across the district. Mayor Briley already has established a good working relationship with the interim director of schools, Dr. Adrian Battle, and members of the mayor's senior team are talking to their counterparts on Dr. Battle's staff on a regular basis. Another top priority is public safety. Nashvillians have to feel safe for our city to succeed. We've worked closely with Metro Nashville Police, the Fire Department, the Office of Family Safety, and other departments, and as you know, crime is down in nearly every category. The mayor has also prioritized building economic prosperity. We're working on a number of fronts to level the playing field for minority and women and LGBT business owners and to make housing more affordable for residents. And we appreciate the council's support in those endeavors. Education, safety, and economic prosperity all contribute to the final priority, Nashville's quality of life. They create the conditions that are necessary for our neighborhoods to thrive, and we also focus a lot of attention on infrastructure, neighborhood preservation, transportation solutions, and sustainability. I also want to mention some of the projects we're working on as an office. These projects generally involve collaborations with Metro departments and often the private sector. One of the most important things any mayor does is to bring together government, private sector, and nonprofit entities to create the right conditions for partnerships that move our community forward. Nashville Grad, or Getting Results by Advancing Degrees, is Mayor Briley's new program to help Metro Schools graduates cover some of the costs of attending Nashville State Community College or the Tennessee College of Applied Technology. This is an investment in our young people because we know having a post-secondary degree increases lifetime earnings by about 30%. The mayor's budget includes $1 million for Nashville Grad this year, and we're very grateful to HCA, which gave $100,000 to the program to kickstart the private fundraising. Project Safe Nashville is a collaboration Mayor Briley initiated between our office, the police department, the district attorney general, the U.S. Attorney's Office, the FBI, and other agencies to track guns used in crimes and to get them off the street. It's the largest interagency effort of its kind that Nashville has ever seen. Under One Roof 2029 is Mayor Briley's initiative to create at least 10,000 new affordable housing units in the next 10 years in a partnership with MDHA, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, Metro's Barnes Fund, and the private sector. The mayor is very appreciative of the council's work with the administration to pass his $351 million capital spending plan to build and improve infrastructure in our neighborhoods throughout the city. The mayor plans to submit another capital spending plan to the council later this calendar year. That's a quick overview of what we do in the mayor's office, and I'm happy to answer your questions. I thank you for all the work you do for our great city.
Thank you, Ms. Passini. Councilwoman Allen.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm excited about the Under One Roof program. I think that is the beginnings of a plan that the housing advocates have been asking for, so I'm grateful for that. Will we see the extra $5 million a year on top of the $10 million that we're always seeing in the Barnes Fund? I don't see it in this budget. Do we expect it to land sometime this year, or does that not begin until 2021?
Most likely won't begin until 2021, and the goal through Under One Roof is to have total Barnes funding be at $150 million over the lifetime of the 10-year program.
So we may do a catch-up year
Yep.
somewhere down the line. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Thank you, Ms. Passini. I want to thank you and the mayor's administration and the mayor for submitting the questionnaire timely and for just being so cooperative with this new process that we implemented this budgetary cycle. That concludes your budget hearing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.